Okay, folks, so you know the drill 10-ish minutes. We will be right back. Come on, refresh. No, that's not true. There we go. Alrighty then, guys. Like I said, you know the drill. We'll be right back. Alrighty, guys. I'm back. However, I'm not here. I'm in the kitchen because I forgot to set up dinner for later on. So, one moment. Having roast beef sandwiches on rosemary sourdough bread. But I forgot to set the roast up. It's still fine. We got time. Uh, Usually, I like to let this thing set overnight. Get a nice, good smell going on. Come on. But the kitchen was preoccupied at the time, and then I fell asleep, so I didn't do it. Add in the water, mix in the jus. Where's the. Oh, fuck, stop moving shit in my kitchen. Give me the whisk. Even in this form of juice sauce, it's still pretty damn good smelling. Alright, roast is in, juice sauce is in, garlic, onion, salt. Where's my pepper? There you are. Come here. Come here. There you are. Okay, onion, salt, powder, garlic. What else we got? There we go. Half teaspoon. Garlic first. Nice and around that. Yeah, see, unfortunately, because the roast itself is partially frozen, the seasoning's not gonna actually stay in it, or on top of it, I should say. No, 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 not that much salt. And a little bit of pepper. And finally, onions. I don't know why it is, but the onion always seems to dry out and become this hard ass thing at the very bottom. Have to use a spoon to. Come on. There we go. All right. Now, what I also usually like to do, I take a bit of butter and I put it on it. What's up, cat? No, you may not have any. Not yet, at least. It's not ready. There we go. Yes, I'm going through all this effort to cut butter. You only want a little bit, though. There we go. All right. Butter, seasoning, roast is in. Turn that to high. Make sure that's on. Breaker didn't blow. Alrighty. Alright, so worst case worst, it's going to be a semi-late dinner. But I shall be fed. And I suppose the family will be fed as well, too. Have to include them in everything. Onion, garlic, go with that. You're all ready. Set to warm. Then, no, set to high. There we go. Okay. Alright, so dinner now is officially cooking. Cat, what you staring at? Hope another potato bug didn't get in, did it? No, I just saw him staring at something. Ah, he's staring at the food. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Oof. What? No, not Rimworld. Hold on. Hold on. There you are. Try that again. Oh shit, was the new reserve released already? I thought it wasn't coming out yet. July 1st. Okay. Yep, no, it's just a pre order. Okay, switch over to gameplay. And then go to that. Okay. Alright, that's good there. And on the phone, refresh that. The mountains to the plains, unmute. Okay, I think everything is up and running. Input is good, output's great. Yep. Send crash parts. Sure, yeah, I don't mind. Oh god. I went outside to check on something on the pool. It's like, holy fuck, that's hot. This, why, there it goes. Oh, okay, so now they're showing you what DLCs that you do or do not have. Oh, that's so much more convenient. Wow. Alright, so yeah, as you can see, I'm missing a few DLCs. I don't get the cosmetic ones. I don't really care about them. They're nice and all, but I think I show my support through all these other means. So the only ones I don't have are the bolt-action rifle pack, the rapid fire, the German short-hair pointer, and of course the new ASCII Ridge hunting preserve, which isn't even out yet. So we'll see. Oh boy, right as I get out, we got elk outside. Before that, though, it is time to reverse time. Well, I guess technically this is skipping forward in time. 6, there we go. Alrighty. Welcome to Silver Ridge. Now, showing off our guns, we got the King 470 for our big and bads. We have the FL Sporter 303 for our medium to bigs. The Zagan Vominator for our small to mediums, and of course the Zarza 1522LR for the itty bitties. We got the Fox Pro X360 electric collar, and of course the Venture 530. Now, following that, we're going this way. So the idea was we were going to finish up in the mountain areas over here. We will fast travel over here to unlock this one, and then see what else we get from there. And if nothing else, to the north to finish off the mountains, and then make our way down into the plains area. Which, you never really realize that there's only one plains area in Silver Ridge. Right, off we go. Put that on, deodorize us. Hold on, we only have 24 rounds. I know we can go through that quite easily, so let's get some more. I heard a deer snort just now, so we'll see what that is. There you go, 109 bullets. Something over there. Doesn't look like anything to worry about. Okay. Keep going. Ah. Oh. I'm telling you guys, they made a critical mistake with this game by not expanding on the soundtrack. I especially love like the little violin ones that they got going. Deodorize, scent is good, the dog is with us. And a little bit of hunting pressure in the area. That sounds like a mule deer.
Tracks are my go-to source for insight into animals in the reserve.
Come on.
Species, number, mood.
Damn.
You can learn a lot about them before you've ever spotted anything.
Ah, I could have gotten a shot right there. Oh, there's this guy. What? What? Okay, look, I'm just saying, from my screen, that looked like that should have hit. Is that 150? What's the mark range that he was at? 168. Okay, yeah, no way. That should have hit. Fuck off with your fucking invisible hitboxes around the freaking trees. Oh well. It happens. God damn it. Oh well. Let's see. It's the 18th. Oh my god, we're less than like 2 weeks away from the 4th of July. Oh, no, let me reverse that. A little more than 2 weeks away from 4th of July, I believe. Wait, 18. Within 2 weeks, for sure. Well, unfortunately and fortunately, we're not going to have like the Indian Reserve fireworks that we had from Washington like last year. I'm not going to lie, those fireworks were such a fucking disappointment. I was so mad. I only had two of them that were really good. I had like one called a totem pole because of course a Native American reserve has a firework called totem pole. And I believe the other one I didn't get from them. I got from here. It was called seashells. That was a good firework as well. Panthers 3 to 6. Nah, he's gone from the area then. 7 o'clock right now. Maybe not. Oh wait. Let's call. She's on the other side of the mountain, unfortunately. No, wait, that's a ridge. She's just on the other side. Oh well, it's a female. As the game teaches you, it is okay to discriminate against women in this because they are not as valuable as men. And don't get angry at me. That's just what the game teaches us. Now, to be fair, there are exceptions, like the caribou, for example. Men and female, and the gemswalk. Male and females both have a high chance of being diamonds and a possibility of being diamonds. But everything else, nah. If you're not a man, you're not good. It only takes an even stronger man to take him down. Nah. You know, you always have that thought in the back of your head, I could wrestle an animal. Y'all don't understand how strong a wild animal is. Literally every single day of his existence is like, okay, I'm going to go down to the grass, eat that, and then go to the drink and maybe outrun the cougar that's going to eat me. And that's if I don't trip and fall. That's if I can find edible grass. And that's if my own herd mates don't chase me out of the herd for whatever fucking reason that they have. So yeah, no, being a wild animal sucks. I'd much rather be a zoo animal. I mean, like, you get fed, you get pampered, you get free health care. And on the occasion, you may even get to sample humans. It's a rock. It's always a rock. Alright, actually, it looks like, looking at the map, it'd be faster to go this way. Bighorns. Unfortunately, the wind is not really in a good position for us. Yeah, no, he's really gone. Okay, yep, screwed. Maybe if we're lucky, they'll be running back this way. Doubtful. Yeah, no, they must have booked it then. Damn. Oh well. So, we'll see about if we enter into the new reserve. I figure, worst case worst, even if I don't go for it right away, the Steam Summer Sale should be coming out next month for sure. And that's going to go throughout the whole month, so I may or may not pick it up then. What do we have? Oh, mountain goats. And a mountain lion. Hand in hand. Yeah, see, unfortunately, this is why I hate hunting on the hills, because there's just so many ridges and dips in the terrain that they can be hiding behind 3 different hills and still be able to spot you. bullshit, by the way. But they do. And because of that, you're stuck with the what the hell am I supposed to do now? Because I can't hunt an animal that can see me through mountains. The answer? You give up and move on to another one. Excuse me. Now, I remember on occasion you find something on this track, but again, with the wind being not in the best position for us, probably scared if there was anything here. But anyway, yeah, no, still kind of a little disappointed by the Alberta map. It's okay, don't get me wrong, but where's the real exotic hunts? Where's Asia? Sindu Bartan, yes, I understand Sindu Bartan, and it was a great map. It is a great map, but where is the legendary map? Where is the map that will make me the big game hunter? Where are the African Big Five? They need to stop pussyfooting around the whole idea of like, oh, we're hunting endangered animals. We don't want to send that message. It's a fucking video game. No one cares. Really, no one would be like, oh shit, I'm playing a game where I hunt wild elephants. Shit, I might as well spend that much money, go to Zambia and hunt an elephant. For one, unlikely. Two, expensive beyond all belief. Because from what I'm understanding, when Zambia realized that they can hire, or when they had like the overpopulation, I think, oh god, was it Zambia? Hold on, let me make sure I get this right. Don't quote me on the Zambia part, but there was an African nation that had a massive herd. They had like one of the last giant. They had one of the last giant herds in existence of elephants. The problem is there were so many of them, and because they didn't want to kill them because the international backlash from it. Fleeing mountain lion. Oh. No, that's the wind that scared him. Nothing we can do about that. But anyway, so there was like, what do we do? Because we need to cull the herds because they're literally eating all the crops. They had learned that it was much easier for the elephants to just walk into the field of the workers and eat the food that they were growing there rather than just foraging out in the wilderness. And granted, it's also because of land loss for the elephants, so they didn't have as much food anymore. So from this mega herd of elephants, they were going to cull 50 of them. And I only know about this story is because there's two zoos in California, the San Diego Zoo and the San Diego Wild Animal Park, now named Safari Park. I see you. Looks like it's all females, unfortunately. I should be hidden. I'm in a tree. Come on. Why are you not hiding? Okay, well, no matter what, it looks like it's just a herd of females. I don't see any male. Uh, 6471, 6572, and the others are gone now. But anyway, yeah, so this was one of their conservation efforts that they were pushing forward on this story about how they had actually accepted, I believe, 5 of the elephants from the culling number. So that's basically what they did. And they basically put the call out. It's like, hey, does anyone have a solution? If not, we're going to have to cull these elephants. And so the zoos around the world were like, hey, we'll take the elephants. And the main reason why, hang on, level 5. Yeah, okay, this is good. All right, 2 goats. So the reason why they want the elephants was to get the new genetic material for their own herds to kind of help make sure that there's no inbreeding, because that's actually a major problem going on in all the zoos that they're not really talking about, is that they're having issues with inbreeding, which is why so many of the deals are no longer money transactions, but animal transactions for genetic materials to try and make sure that there's no inbreeding. And because of that, all the 50 elephants were rescued because it was all paid for on everyone else's dime. So Zambia made out like bandits, and then they realized, wait, people are going to pay this much money to save the elephants? Ho ho! I see a business opportunity. 82.84 kg at a 71.22 trophy rating with a bronze stamp and 959 in cash. Right through the scapula and into the right lung. Okay, I'm just saying, bighorn sheep hearts are fucking huge. Look at the size of that thing. Take that. And you. Oh, a perfect shot. Double lung and the heart at the same time. 71.28 kg at a 65.72 trophy rating with a bronze stamp and 912 in cash. Take it. Alright, what's this lookout over here? But yeah, no, so they started contracting out to the world. It's like, hey, do you want an elephant? It's time to reduce the herd amount. And on other occasions, if they can't find anyone to take it or it's just not working out schedule-wise, they'll go to hunters and they'll say, hey, you want to hunt an elephant? And it's like every big game hunter's wet dream. It's higher than the moose in Canada and not California, but America in general, because you have to enter a lotto to hunt moose in North America, as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure other places have different rules, but here it's all on lottery system. Take a hike. The narrow gauge funicular railway here dates from the turn of the 20th century. It was originally used to transport materials up to the settlements at the top of the mountain, but quickly became a popular tourist attraction. These days, it's been repurposed as a formidable hiking trail, boasting a steep incline and some great views of the surrounding scenery. I'll say, look at that. This is why I play this game, and I still constantly play it. The views that you get from this game look right out of something from a good old artwork piece. Matter of fact, yeah, that's a good view. Take it. Alright, back we go. Anyone down below that I can see? Doesn't look like it. Alright. So from here, move on to that one. But anyway, yeah, no, that's the story about how they dealt with the overpopulation of the elephant herds. I think it's like some hundreds to 200 grand to get a permit to hunt one of the elephants. So yeah, no, and I'll just call it Zambia because I'm pretty confident it's the something, and the only nation I can remember is Zambia, so I'll just call it that. So Zambia is making out like bandits with that. Every time they need to cull the herds, it's all like, hey, who wants a free, not free, but who wants a license to hunt an elephant? Then you get those crazy big game hunters from all over the planet, and like they're bidding on this shit. Unfortunately, there's none of that like here. Fortunately, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you look at it. But yeah, no, for the moose, it's all a lotto system. I remember seeing a story about a guy who's been on the lotto for like 45 years, still has not won a single time to go hunting for a moose. I was like really close. And he's fleeing, but oh. I thought I just saw a flash of white. Yes. Ah. No, there's too much foliage in the way. Wait. Oh, come on, turn, turn, turn. No, turn too much. Double tap. I think I missed that second shot. 50, 75, 25, 50. Ah. Nope, he's down, judging by the purple. Right then. just somewhere up there. And with those 2 shots, I'm pretty sure there's nothing left in the area, so we can run. Again, it is always like a risk to run, no matter what the situation is. But with all the hunting pressure from the other areas, I'm hoping that there's no other animals really to worry about. Or like, once you fire that first shot and they start running away, that's it, they just start going. Until they're well out of the hunting pressure zone. Dog! Track! Find my goat. Find my boy. I do wonder if they're going to add in another dog species. Because it doesn't look like they're going to go for the dogs that are much more physically involved in the hunts. So you don't have the beagle runners, you don't have the Rhodesian Ridgebacks for holding or any of that. Aw, I'm coming, dog. There it is. Silver. Bronze? Oh, damn. Okay, well, I did miss that second shot, that's for sure. Balls. Alright, well, at least it wasn't a gold, he's just a silver. 103.99 kg at an 82.59 trophy rating. A bronze stamp due to an unfortunate non-vital organ hit. 817 in cash. Alrighty. Nice, nice. Now, back on course. Oh boy. Once more onto the hills. It always has to be hills. There's like no easier terrain to hunt across that they give you. Ugh, sheepy. I would think that this is another reason why hunting in Africa is so much more. I don't want to say enjoyable because you think of the environmental factors. It must suck, but opportunities, I guess, for hunting in Virunga, because a lot of the land is much more flat, or at the very least, it's single slopes. Wide single slopes, but still just a single slope. There's none of these ridges or hills that are bobbing up in between. No animals that can see you behind 3 different hillsides, that kind of stuff like that. Another mountain goat. That's the wrong goat. Oh, where are you? Alright, just take our time. Unfortunately, it looks like the wind has actually shifted and it's no longer really in our favor at all. Oh yeah, no, that's totally shifting. God damn it. Well, maybe I can get just close enough. There you are. Oh, it's a level 2. But it's a level 2 presenting himself to me. I would be very ashamed if I didn't respond. Nice. And look at that, there was a cougar down there. Unfortunately, when they run, especially for predators like that, they fucking run. I still wish they bring over the stock mechanic that they gave the tigers in Sundabratan to all the other big cats. Let me tell you, if they did that for Virunga, oh boy, would that escalate the difficulty. Hi, cat. Cat's doing his household patrols. Should be right around here. Did he slide down? Dog. Oh, shit. Yes, dog. Thank you for your hard work. Silver for sure. Yep. No contest. Oh, baby, basically. 76.87 kg at a 57.56 trophy rating with 968 in cash. That was another goat just now. Way over there. Oh, what's that? Nah, that's just the mountain in the background. Alright. Well, not really too interested in pursuing him over the hills. But let's see. What other big game animals do we want that we haven't seen? Leopards. Elephants, obviously. God. Zebra, why not? We have the wildebeest with the canoes. Let's see. I guess technically the springbok counts as the Thompson gazelle, and that's always confused me. Is it springbok or Thompson's gazelle? Because they look so similar, but there are that many antelope species in Africa that I could be mixing them up. Oh, Jason Kill 17. Hello and welcome. Just out here doing some nice relaxing solo hunting and exploring. Trying to unlock the map. Got a majority of it. But still more to come. But anyway, yeah, no. So we got the zebras, we got leopards. What if they go into the Congo to hunt? That would be interesting. I highly doubt they would ever touch gorillas. And even I'll admit, it's like, I don't know. Even for me, gorillas are a soft spot. Because they're technically our cousin kin, so I don't want to hunt them. Silver Ridge Falconer Railway. Don't I usually get like a little audio signal? I guess not this time. Unfortunately, I think all of our other hunts on the mountain goats have scared everything else away. I spoke too soon. Ooh, level 3. 6377 at 7095. No. Don't turn your ass this way. Turn your face this way. Come on. So I want to... Ah, damn. Wait. 50. Come on. 25. Hey, cat. And down. Alright. Off we go for him. What's up, buddy? Doing your patrols in the room now. What? What? Why are you all meowy? What? Don't be begging for food. You already got fed. I mentioned food and he immediately runs off to his bowl. You fat cat. Cool, I saw that you were live, so I figured to pop in. Nice. Well, welcome. Dog, track him. He's somewhere this way, right? You know, cat, I never like it when you come in my room because you stare at certain things and it makes me think you're actually looking at something alive underneath my bed. That does not mean scratch my bed. Little bastard. What? I'm right here. Come on. Even I know this way. Is that it? No, it's a stump. Ah, there he is. Good on you, dog. Anyway, going back to that. But yeah, no, if they go into the Congo in Africa, there are some very interesting animals that they can put up onto the hunting list. The bongo, the greater kudu. Yeah, because they only have the lesser. Oh, really? That? I don't know. He was moving, so maybe. I could have sworn I had that dead to rights. Ah, balls. All right. Well, it wasn't anything big. It wasn't even a gold, so we're fine. 92.68 kg at a 76.49 trophy rating with a bronze stamps due to an unfortunate non-vital organ hit and 809 in cash. I'll take it. All right. Come on, Doug. Off we go. Oh, fuck. I think the temperature did another jump up. Oh, fan. You're going up by another 2 then. So, apologies if you start hearing the fan in the background, but it is starting to get much hotter. And unfortunately, compared to RimWorld at least, this game draws a lot more power from the PC, so the furnace within it starts boiling again. However, I will say this, and again, this is the weirdest thing. Off of the Ethernet cable, my KBS rating is around 6,000 plus. On the Ethernet cable, it's dropping like dramatically compared to the first time we were doing this. Drop, pick up, drop, pick up. And even then, it's like it would drop down to nothing. I was thankful it didn't go into the negatives with how many times it went to 0. But yeah, no, just regarding the whole reserve thing, I just really wish that they would actually go for the ones that people want, not the ones that they figure are easy to make. And it's like, oh, hey, we'll add in maybe like 1 or 2 animals, new animals, I'll say. And everything else is basically like a reskin of the same animal, or it literally is the same animal just put in again. And granted, obviously there are animals like that, a universal likeness throughout the world. But where's the uniqueness? Where is the next challenge? Suna Bartan was the perfect one because that not only gave you a massive number of new animals and species, but it also gave you the risk factor as well with the tiger stock mechanic. Oh, reapply this. Alrighty, there we go. Also, this is just another a divergence from Hunter, but am I seeing right on Helldivers 2 that the Illuminate are back on Super Earth? Is that what I'm seeing, honestly? It's like, what's the whole point of having us go through this entire protection campaign and liberation campaign of Earth when it just gets fucking lost again, like that, without any real explanation or pop up? It just said, if I'm right, it just said like, oh, the remaining structures of the Illuminates is causing some strange matter, and they're back. It's literally as bad as the new Star Wars shit. Where it's all like somehow Palpatine survived. It's like what? They could have gone 1,000 different directions, but they chose one of the worst directions to go. Okay, so there actually is a body of water up here. There might be bighorns or mountain goats. Let's take a look real quick. Venture a little bit more this way because the wind is not in our favor. Should be. I also have been thinking about another streaming schedule for the Tuesday slots for for Tomb Raider and Bannerlord. I've kind of been thinking it's like, what if I just switched over to full Tomb Raider, because Tomb Raider has a guaranteed end that's reachable compared to like Bannerlord, where it's almost nigh impossible to actually take over the continent because you need people from every different culture to manage their own kingdom capitals or anything like that, unless you modify it to allow you to change the culture, and then you could probably much easier, take over. But anyway, I've been thinking about that, but then I think it's like I only need to wait really not even 4 months, like 3.5 ish, and Kingmakers will be out because they did release the release date. I'm super excited. I'm gonna play the shit out of that game. I hope others will join me as well. I think it can only go up to 4 people though. I will have to double check, but Kingmakers just looks like one of those games that's going to be on par for every kind of satisfaction you can imagine. My back. Oh, I want to take my painkillers, but I know if I take them, I'm not going to be me anymore. Or is this the temptation? Yep, it's spasming. Sorry, one moment. Mm. Okay, okay, there it goes. Oh, fucking hell. Alright, where's this water source? Further down. Like, way further down. And there's our lookout right there. There is no way across unless we had gone further up. Okay, so we gotta go down and then go around no matter what. Now, before that though, is anyone down there? Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it. Oh, balls. Is there a way up? Wait, is that a way? No, that's just a sheer cliff. Okay. Are you good? Yeah, no. I had to do yard work Monday, so I'm back spasming. Yeah, no, just the consequences of an unfortunate spinal surgery, which, to be fair, to be absolutely fair, the spinal surgery probably saved my life because I was even worse condition than before. There's, that's a much easier way down. Let's go that way. No, 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 no. Up, 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 up. Come on. There we go. But anyway, yeah, no. So unfortunately, no heavy lifting whatsoever from me. The problem is like I don't know what it is, but my back decides to change the weight amount about what is considered heavy or not on a weekly basis. Ooh, easy, easy, easy. A little bit. There you go. There you go. Ooh, easy, easy. And we're alive. All right. You know, this is going to sound weird, but this is kind of a map that I would also expect to see moose in. But I suppose with the Roosevelt elks, moose don't really like it when there are other large deer species in the area. So I guess that would make sense if the elk are here en masse, the moose probably aren't too much here. Don't get me wrong, they do go by each other, and they do have some areas where they'll live together, no problem. But from the most part, from what I've seen, moose do not like it with other deers in the area. Ooh, there you are. That's a level 3. However, that's a level 4. Okay, now we're talking. I think I need to get to a level 5 if I want a diamond, though. The wind is in our favor, and they don't know we're here. Another level 3. There we go. Level 3. All right, so it's got to be that level 4. 89 to 103, 120 kilograms to 145. Stand at 240 distance. If I can get that to 200 flat, I can get him easily. Unfortunately, he's also behind a tree. There we go. And they'll have no idea. Let me do 190 just to be sure. There we go. Oh, I was afraid there was one more like hiding right here. I don't want it to give me away. Aim small, miss small. Go for that little crook. 50, 75, 25, 0, down. Nice, good hit. So, where was that other one who was like just behind this hill? Nowhere. Oh, there's a dog. Well, it said there was something here. There's droppings to... Nope, wait, those are mountain lion. Who the hell made a call, like, right here? Oh, well. Dog, come on. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll see one of the mountain goats as we're going by. Excuse me. Oh, I've had 2 leg surgeries because I couldn't run when I was in 7th grade. Damn. Oh, that sucked. Yeah, no, mine didn't really hit me until my 20s. It was like, I think just right as I was getting into the full swing of college that, for whatever reason, I don't know what it was, I just couldn't sit down in the chairs for so long anymore. And it just started out as back pain, and which the doctor says like, oh, you're very tall, and so it's to be expected. You'll suffer this a lot more easily, but you're a young man. You'll be fine. Just buck up, buckaroo. That kind of bullshit talk. Instead of actually looking at the issue, because when you're a guy and you're over 6 feet, and they say you come by complain about back problems, they kind of just, yeah, okay, it's understandable. You're tall, you have back problems. I was like, and it kept on ignoring that for a really long time. 124.59 kg at a 99.21 trophy rating. Damn. All right. So yeah, no, we need to look for level 5s to reach potential diamonds. Because even then, this guy, he didn't even reach to the 107. I think it was like 104. Gold stamp and 1,183 in cash. With a right lung shot. Not bad, not bad. Take him. And moving. But God, in 7th grade, I can't even imagine going through surgery and that. That was more so my sister. She had her own issues. Gut issues. But not going into her issues, I'll only go into mine. But yeah, no. So like just after that, went through that, and I kind of lost all of my 20s through that because then I had to spend a couple years like relearning how to walk again because I was stuck to my bed for so long. I had atrophied. Now, mind you, I was not a light person. I'm fat. I still got fat on me. Nowhere near as much as I did before, but I was like 260, 270, something like that. It was years ago, so forgive me if I don't get the information right. But it was that, and I had atrophied to like 140 pounds being stuck on the bed because I could not move, and no one could figure out what was going on. So after I did finally get the surgery to fix all that, I then had to go through physical therapy to learn how to walk again and build up muscle mass because I couldn't. Everything was gone. But that was years ago. And after a while, you can't let it bother you anymore because if not, it just gets super depressing. And believe me, when you're trapped on your bed with nothing but your mind and the wall to stare at, because like you couldn't even stay awake to be on the computer or even your phone because the painkillers were just knocking you out. I don't even remember the entire year of 2016. I do not remember except in flashes. That whole year was a blur to me. And then the corresponding years before and after, they're again in flashes, but they're a lot more prevalent that I can see comparatively. Yeah, my whole seventh grade was full of surgeries, and my whole time was mainly in different hospitals trying to find out what was wrong. After surgeries, I couldn't walk for 3 months on both legs. Damn, man, I can't even imagine what that would be like. Cause like when you're a young guy and one of your best attributes that everyone notices you and compliments you on is being your height, you take pride in that. And it's all like, yeah, that's right, I'm tall, motherfuckers. What's that? You need to reach the top shelf? Well, don't worry, I got that, little lady. Shit like that. That was great. But then to lose your legs, God, I wouldn't even imagine. Okay, yeah, I can see how this is a good blind for right here, observing out all that. You would think seeing a mountain goat, a giant white fluffy blob, move across the field would be so much easier to see. Also, that's an outpost right there, I believe. There we go. Yeah, so we'll go for here. Not tall? To be fair, tall is subjective. Super, super subjective. Because basically it just means that you're higher than whoever else is nearby you. I remember this one thing, like as a kid, when we were going grocery shopping, my mom would always like talk when she was talking to someone, I was at just the perfect arm height for her. So she would actually take her elbow and lean on me as she's talking to the cashier as I'm loading the groceries. It's all like, really? Yeah, yeah, keep working. And then she just continues on talking. It's like, okay, this is my life. I'm an armrest. Years later, and I put on an extra 4 feet higher than her. Putting my armrest. Unfortunately, I was so tall when I put my armrest on her. I also basically just like encapsulated her under my armpit, and it's all like, yeah, it's not that fun anymore, is it? Good times. See, it's those little things that you don't really think about at the moment that you think later on, that's a good family memory. Needless to say, she totally threw the book at me and saying, you can't do that. And it's like, but you used to do that to me. It's like, well, you're too tall now, so it doesn't matter. It's like, aw. Da, 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 da. Okay, so from here, we'll head over there. That's an outpost. Judging by the road, there's something here as well, so we'll probably be forced to go that way. Come on. Okay, fine. Go around it. Go! Jesus. Arm and arm rest for everyone right now. Well, it just depends on who does it. If it's a random stranger coming around and then shoving your face in their armpit to use you as like a heavy armrest, yeah, it's a little annoying. If it's someone you love, it becomes endearing. Meanwhile, at the same time, a gut punch or two is deserved, but it's like it's a love gut punch. Just enough to knock the air out of them, and that's it. Behold, my sons. Everything the light touches is mine and not yours. You can have the shadowy bits. Why would it choose to picture us that? That's like the most boring angle you can look at from this thing. You're supposed to be looking out there. And surprisingly, there's actually nothing out here besides that. Okay. Just a quick check. Maybe those mountain goats came back somewhere. Doesn't appear to be the case. Alrighty. Well, let's go get the outpost, and then from there, we will fast travel to our next area. If I'm right, that's a steep drop right off there without really a soft ledge to descend from. Right? Yeah, let's not risk it. Just on the off chance, you know, falling to our death. It's not the best. You know, you're really funny. Jason, give it time, I'll disappoint you. Don't worry. I'll always make sure I fulfill that requirement. Dog, get back here. Last thing I need is you wandering off, especially when I need to track something. That is a rock. See, unfortunately, this is also a problem. It's like you can't really do far distance spotting because the rendering distance, I mean, unless you have God within your computer, the rendering distance of animals just makes it look like a pixelated blob rock. Nothing. Oh well, I mean, if I wanted a rail shooting gun of animals, I would have played a Cabela game. Such a shame what happened to that franchise. They had so much potential, and then someone's bright fucking idea was like, let's make Cabela a rail shooter. So ridiculous. I need to find those videos of like, it's not, there's two best friends and there's one other person who made a hilarious video about that game. Yeah, that's another group. It's like, I'm really sad to have seen gone. Two best friends, and then became super best friends because they added Woolsey. I don't even know why they stopped. But the fact that they did is like, oh man. Yeah, no, Two Best Friends plays for like some of the best old YouTube fun videos of like people. I think Man vs. Wild, the Bear Grylls video game, when they played that, that was fucking hilarious. The snake is biting my dick! Quick, drink your piss! If you drink your piss, it's a show of dominance before the snake. Look, there he goes, he ran! Game was so fucking stupid. And I honestly feel bad for Bear Grylls because no one is going to remember him for any of his survival shit because, for one, it's been debunked because people saw like the behind the scenes photos and he's like, oh, he's having a pizza with the crew. People went to the locations where he quote unquote survived. And it's like, yeah, he's showing you techniques on what to do, and no one doubts that. But the fact of the matter is that he just goes camping in like the glamping. He doesn't camp, he glamps out there in the wilderness. And it's like, nah, I can't take it anymore. It's like you're not really surviving or doing any of that. He's just going to be known as the guy who drunk his piss out of a rattlesnake body. And that's it. Forevermore, that is his legacy. If you want to see a survivor, I would say watch Les Strodeman, the other guy who was during that time of Bear Grylls. Les Strodeman was like the peak beginning of what you actually have to do to be considered a good survivalist out there for videoing it. Because he was the one who first started up as like, nah, I don't have a crew with me. I don't have anyone. It's just me and what I bring with me. And so you actually see his video showing this of where he's like going back and forth to go to one location and then going back to pick up the camera that recorded him going to that location, and then him having set up a camera at the new location recording him going to get his camera to bring it on. So he's basically leapfrogging his way, surviving through the situation. I think one of my favorite ones was an Arctic one where he had an encounter with a polar bear at night. That shit's terrifying. Because in case y'all forget, polar bears are not omnivores like every other bear on the planet. Polar bears are straight up carnivores. Outpost secured. Alrighty. So, with that, I think actually we will fast travel to this one and then go down from there. Bear, wolf, fox, bear, fox, bear, fox. Well, this isn't fun anymore. It's the same thing over and over. Come on, you need to change into other animals. Alrighty. Okay, the high mountains going down. That way. The wind is in our favor. The scent blocker is a go. See, again, this is another reason why I like these games, because like it's one of those things where it's like everything you see you can go to and you can hunt on it, aside from like until eventually you get to the out of bounds area. So limitations, but still nonetheless it's all like, damn. Ooh. Hello. The wind is against us now. If I'm lucky, they're like very far down there, because I didn't hear the call, I just saw the triangulation. Those mountains appear to not be done. There's the marshlands. Okay, Mr. Goat, I just need you to not freak out as I crest over this hill. No, further down? Wait, did they run away? It's entirely possible. There's still a chance, maybe. Oh. Ah, too far away. I can't get a mark on him. Hi, buddy. Welcome back. Level 4, 89 to 102. Yeah, no, I need a level 5. But, that's still a gold. 300. Are you by yourself? Okay, looks like it's a bachelor on his own. Well, he may be out there hunting for a mate, but unfortunately, he doesn't realize he's the prey. Let's see, switch to that. Give me 300. And I just need to get within, I would say, right here on this rock. 50, 75, 25, 50, 0, 25. Down. Great shot. Come on, dog. Now, was he really a bachelor, or are there others? No, it looks like he's just a bachelor. Ah, well. Another game I've thought about bringing on to the streaming list, Monster Hunter Wilds. I figure enough time has passed by. I'm kind of hoping that the Steam Summer Sale will make a lot of these games that I am looking at, but I've put on the back burner because I refuse to pay that full price shit. And especially now that they're coming out with games, it's like, oh, you want a game? That would be $80. Oh, you want the good game? Well, that's going to be $150. And it's all like, who the fuck do these people think they are? I don't understand how we went from $40 video games in a case with a booklet and little codes or whatever, anything like that, not including the game guides. That's like a whole separate thing. Another sad thing is, oh, excuse me, as well, that's gone. But I don't see how you can justify charging that much. If you have a budget that demands you charge that much, that's your fault. That's not my fault. And what's going to happen is no one's going to pay it until. Oh, there's another one. Ah, looking for your brother, huh? Unfortunately, you made a mistake. What? That first shot. Okay, yep, no, he's taking damage. 50. Ah, balls. Alright, so we're going to have to hunt for him later. Jay, if you keep spamming, you're going to be banned. Wait, can I do that on YouTube? You know what? Let me find out if I can do that on YouTube. I hate spammers. Also, you stop moving because I know you're gonna fucking go into a crevice or some shit. Where is? How do I see this? How do I see the live broadcast? There we go. Turn that on. J. Does as my writer how user on this channel put user in timeout? Okay. There. There you go. If I get to it, I would, but Jay, I do not like spammers. Plain and simple. Do not like them. And to be fair, I said I would look at Maratha 2 for Empire Total War. But at the same time, I don't want to like waste all my time trying to work these mods in. Alrighty. 120.83 kg and 93.44 trophy rating. A gold stamp with 1,166 in cash. Left lung hit. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, I did hear that snort, so there's another mountain goat out here. Hello. Come on, turn to the side. There's no way he's 130 meters. Yeah, he's about to say he's 100. Alright, I'm partially hidden in here. If he... Yes. One shot, one kill. Hello, Mate. Welcome. Did I stream yesterday? No. My back was acting up too much. And I had like a mini crash out yesterday because so many things were happening while my back was bothering me. I think you can still see it on the Discord in the vent section. Oh, but yeah, no, I am partially better and back. Let's say you didn't go too far, right? Yeah. 82.57 kg at a 71.96 trophy rating with a silver stamp and 994 in cash. Double lung and a liver shot. Not bad. Not bad. Thank you. Come on, dog. This other guy should still be somewhere over here. To be fair, he's actually probably up and above there because the shot was poor. Have I tried things that go on the back of your seat? Which one? The heater, the massager, the adjuster, the ergonomics, or... Yeah, no, unfortunately, this is not something that just like having a good chair or seating position anymore. This is nerve damage shit, so unfortunately, no matter what I would do, there's nothing I can do, aside from maybe killing the nerve, which I do not want to do. Yeah, no, so if that happens and I don't appear for a stream, if I'm in a conscious enough mood and my painkillers haven't fucked me over, I'll post it in Discord saying that I'm not there. But and the problem is like the reason why I don't stream while I'm on painkillers is because that's not me anymore, and I do not like the person I become when I'm on the painkillers. But I need the painkillers in order to avoid the pain. So rock in a hard place kind of situation. So it sucks. How did you get nerve damage? Okay, so because I was a young, tall, strapping young lad, just fresh out of high school, prime of my life, and I said I had back pain, they all assumed I was bullshitting and just kept ignoring my issue for years. Fucking move. Jesus. Come on. Oh my god. Just get me off this. Get me off this rock. God damn. Fuck that rock. Alright. Dog, track. But anyway, so yeah, no. What happened was I had a herniated disc originally, but they just kept on brushing it off. I went to a chiropractor, and because we thought I had just got needed an adjustment, I had gone to a chiropractor before, and I had adjustments, and that fixed my back problems. No problem. All was good. No issues. I see you. I did see you. It's level 2. They're females. Okay, we're fine. Yes, I'm coming, dog. But anyway, so yeah, that started that, and the years progressed, and I went to the adjustment, and it worked a little bit. Everything was fine. I started doing the tire bomb, compresses, stretchings, or anything like that to try and alleviate the pain, and it worked for a time. A progression several years forward, I had another hernia pop up just above the original one. And meanwhile, the original one, which we thought was dealt with, wasn't dealt with at all. And it kept on growing. So, in the long run, I had ended up with 3 herniated discs, my L4, L5, and L6. My L4 was my largest one, which was the size of a quarter. My L5, which is the one above it, I believe. No, below it. L4. No. I'm sorry. L5 was the one the size of the quarter. L4 was the second one that developed, and that one turned into the size of the dime. And literally around the last year that I had all this, and the guy was taking my X-ray, he said, "You're not going to believe this. You have another disc herniating just underneath it, your L6." So I was like, "What? How's that?" Now, mind you, of course, I'm probably in a painkiller comatose at this point, so I have family members talking to him. But yeah, so I had 3 herniated discs over the course of 5, 6 years. And because, again, I was a young, tall, strapping young lad just fresh out of college, fresh out of high school, my apologies, they ignored me. And so I went down a painkiller thing that got me so addicted to it, they had to give me Narcan bottles in case I ever OD'd. And the rest is history. So yeah, no, I try not to dwell on it too much because it was a rough time for me. But you can't always spend your time in the rough times. It's kind of like oh god, what are those? What are those machines that have like the sand, the coarse sand in it that's almost like a gravy sand that they put sharp rock items in to smooth them out? It's kind of like that. Eventually, shit's just going to smooth over. It's not going to be fixed, but it's going to smooth over. Anyway, so I had a microdiscectomy. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that wrong. For my back, and he went in there, shaved off that, and he kind of just said, if you have this again, there's a high likely chance that I'll need a fusion because so much of the cartilage or whatever it's called cushion in between the spine, the stuff that was pushed out by the hernia, if that happens again, I'll probably need a spinal fusion because there's just not much material there anymore. Now, that's that side. That's like the actual physical issue with the spine. The other issue is because the hernia grew so large and there was multiple of them all pressing for like 6 years worth of time, 5 to 6, it caused nerve damage because it was pressing against the nerves so much that it partially damaged them. 82.69. Nice. Kilograms at a 71.49. Not so nice. Trophy rating, bronze stamp due to an unfortunate non-vital organ hit. Wow, really? I just skimmed his nipples? That's where a goat would have nipples, right? No, wait, goats have udders. Well, if this thing kept on its trajectory, I would have skimmed his udders. Well, wait, he's a male. You're lucky my shot was not a little further left. That's all I'll say, buddy boy. Bronze stamp was 663 in cash. Thank you. More mountain goats, I assume. Hidden in the trees, can't see. Where are we going? We got so far off our original track. Alright, back on to objective. Also, I do see it. Yes, make sure nothing can smell my glorious musk. How did I do that? What happens is if the bullet travels long ways across an animal, it's considered a flesh wound. But what really kills them is basically they bleed out. And a tumbler, maybe that's what they're called. I don't know. See, when you say tumbler, I think of something for like the drinks where you tumble them in. It might be called that, but at least you know what I'm talking about for the things that you put rough shaped. That's a female. Where you put rough rocks in and it just kind of grinds it around and smooths them out. No. Yeah, see, okay, so picture this. Right here, right above that yellow marker. This white blob looks like a sheep. But you zoom in, it's obviously not a sheep. So this is where you get into the issue of like the game cannot really translate the full hunting experience because of video game machine limitations. Which is fine. It's a game after all. But at the same time, when you put in achievements where it's all like hit an animal and down the animal at 400 plus meters, the things barely even register in at 300, depending on where you are standing. So, like, if you're looking down on them from up high, usually they may or may not appear. But if you're on, like, a flat ground and just looking straight across and you can see them, you'll have a better chance of having them rendered in. Yeah, excuse me. Do I have? Yeah, no, I gotta pick up subscriptions after this. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Male on the run, 95 to 120 kilograms. I feel like I got this one. Oh, nothing for us here. Oh well. Lone Island Lake. You know, that's kind of weird. You would think that this one would be called the Lone Island. Oh, no, wait, I see why. Because there's the little island in the lake. Okay, never mind. That makes much more sense. But yeah, so well, the list of animals that I saw, the only ones that looked really new, like completely new, or at the very least a similar type animal that is differentiated that I saw for the new Auski map was the beaver. And that was it. They have other variations of other North American animals, but I mean, oh, they changed it. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was kind of wondering, it's all like, how are they going to do this with like these big ass symbols that they had for the old reserves? That's a much more understandable way to do it. The other thing is, like I was saying, like look how many reserves there are in North America. Got to include Yukon in that list as well because it is North America. There's 7. There's 7 reserves. 1 reserve in South America. 1 reserve in Africa. 1 reserve in Australia. No reserves in Asia. I mean, I guess technically India. I don't know why, but I always considered India separate from Asia. It's like its own whole continent. Anyone home? Doesn't appear to be the case. Alright, well, luckily, because this area is so open, we can just go ahead and run. I don't think we're going to startle anything out here. I would love to use my King 370 at some point. We just have to get to the plains and eventually we'll... Oh, that's a male. He's not very big, but a male is a male. 1 shot, 1 kill. What is the King 370? The King 370 is this gun. Because this one, I'm sorry, the King 470, not 370. This is the big gun. This is the gun that holds the American cartridge known as Nitro Express. Why? Because of course an American would call a bullet the Nitro Express. But this is top of the line, big of the big game bullets. It takes out the biggest, baddest things we have in here. Which, unfortunately, isn't really much right now, but when we get to the plains, we'll come across the buffalo herds. We're going to be reenacting cowboys and Indians without the Indians. I never understand why they stigmatize that. I used to have a great blast as a kid playing cowboys and Indians. Had the little figurines, had the little plastic models that you got at the fairgrounds and everything. Yes, I understand the horrible history between the two, but that horrible history was pretty fucking equal if you actually studied history. So everyone's saying it's all like, oh no, it's so bad, it's so bad. It's like, you realize that they were fucking cannibals, right? Cannibals, slavers, murderers. How many settlements across the entire Midwest just disappeared overnight because of a raid? Shit like that. The Comanche? Oh, God. Horror stories of the Comanche reverberate through all of the tribe because they were the worst of the worst. And on the same page, you can easily see the cowboys doing just as equally fucked up shit to them. Got 92.82 kg at a 75.85 trophy rating with a silver stamp and 1,040 in cash. Not bad, not bad. Double lung shot. Okay, so actually, we can aim for right there. The problem is with so much thick fur on them, it's kind of hard to tell what is fur and what is actual meat you're going to hit. No, 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 no. Don't have the king out. The king is not meant to be out with these little guys here. Oh. 12, 13. Something made a call right over here. Oh, let's see. What other animals? Because, I mean, the reserves are pretty obviously of where they can stick reserves. But the animals that they'll put in the reserves, that is always up for questions. I'm telling you, they need to put in a fucking African reserve. They need something other than just Virunga. There's no way you can make a hunting game and not have, like, the pinnacle of big game hunter wet dreams of hunting reserves and not do it. Elephants, zebras, leopards. I mean, if they already did the saltwater crocodiles in Australia, they can do them over there in Africa as well. They got the wildebeest. They got the lesser kudu. There is the greater kudu, which is basically just like a bigger version of said kudus. And if they go into the Congo, oh man, there's even more that they can access there. Balanced rock. This 290 million year old, 700-ton hunk of red sandstone makes for a popular photo opportunity. Erosion has gradually stripped away the layers at its base, leaving the formation perched precariously on its tiptoes. Its less famous cousin was removed and shattered in 1936 after its wobbling was deemed a danger to the public, and it seems like it's only a matter of time until a similar fate befalls Balanced Rock, either because of the forces of nature or vandals trying to topple it. Yeah. No, I saw a story about this as well a while ago about vandals knocking over these balanced stones in the reserves and all the national parks. Man, those motherfuckers were being hunted all across the nation. There's one thing for sure you don't do here in the States is that you don't mess with the national parks. And Dusted Taint with the subscription. Thank you so much and welcome. Yeah, we need Africa 2.0 ASAP. Thank you. I am not the only one. They're literally denying us the biggest wet dream place of big game hunters on the planet. And they need to, and I'll just say this again, they need to get over their whole tiptoeing around the endangered quote unquote species issues of hunting. But yeah, no, if they go to Africa, like just thinking of some of the more unique animals they can hunt, like I mentioned before, there's the bongo, which is this really cool jungle deer species, actually. Very bright red fur with white stripes going down through them. Are you streaming on YouTube? Yeah. Oh, you didn't see Mete? Yeah, no. So I did upgrade Streamlabs to Ultra. So now I'm streaming at 3 places at the same time. We got Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. I figure it's the best way to reach out to other audiences. So one way is not as good as 3 ways. Damn it. No, I messed up the joke. Fuck. I had the perfect opportunity. One way or threesome, which is better? There we go. I did it. I want to hunt stuff that I'd never hunt in real life? Yes. Again, thank you. Someone speaking the gospel truth right here. Like I was just saying about the elephants in like Zambia or Zambezi, whatever the fuck place it was that had the massive elephant herd that they need to cull every couple decades or something like that. But yeah, no, it's not like if I hunt this rare endangered animal, I'm suddenly going to have the absolute fixation. I must hunt this rare endangered animal for no fucking reason. It's like those mothers of America where they're all like, video games cause violence. It's like, uh-huh. So, let me just look at history right here. Damn, those video games, so powerful they infected the past. But anyway, the bongo, there's the red river hogs, which is basically a boar species, but as the name implies, they hang out by the rivers and are basically really cool pig species. They're mud makers. Okay, for a pig, that may not be too impressive, but mud utilizers, let me say, because they actually, Mate is now following. Yeah, thank you so much for that, Mate. But yeah, no, so the red river hogs actually build like full-on nest burrows with the mud. They'll go to the river, dig up the mud with their snouts, and then they'll actually take leaf litter and all sorts of other things and put it on top of it. You see it all in the safari park that they're in, like I mentioned earlier as well. Let's see, what else do they have in Africa that would be a unique hunt that I have not mentioned already? I don't know about the whole monkey situation. Okay, even I will be like, I don't know about hunting monkeys and hunting apes. And the only reason why is because, again, they're our cousin kin. They're from the same line of existence and species that we are. We just took a different branch and, we won. So, like, I will admit I'll feel a little weird about gorilla hunting, if that is a thing, but I know it is a thing. And I think the only way we were able to really save the gorillas was basically because we made it more profitable to have tourists come over there and look at them rather than it is to hunt them. Oh, let's see. Aardvarks. There's aardvarks. There's hyenas. What else have I not mentioned? Malibu storks. I mean, if they're going to go in for the birds, there's all sorts of birds. Malibu storks, vultures, guinea fowl, uh, Egyptian geese. I was going to say Stellar Seahawk. No, there's fish eagle. There it is. Oh, anyone down by the lake? Nah, the lake's clear. Burnt into memory. These red mountains are called the Sun's Sisters by the native inhabitants of the region, and burnt rocks by the descendants of colonial settlers. They get their coloration from the iron ore deposits that dot their surfaces. The summits offer incredible views out over the rest of the reserve, so high up you can almost touch the clouds. I think I've only ever been to 2 places in my life that I've ever been so high above the ground that I can actually be in the cloud or touch the clouds. One was in Hawaii when we went to the mountain. I forget its name because it's a very long, very difficult Hawaiian name. But it's the one where King Kamehameha threw the last of his enemies off and united the islands under his rule. And the other one was when I was really, really young. Like, we're talking baby young. And it was a trip to Nevada, I think. I think it was Mount Shasta. Maybe. Again, really, really young, and what may have been clouds may have just been a fog bank rolling down. Not entirely sure. Before I do go down there, anyone around? No, it doesn't look like it. All right, keep going. Imagine if you could hunt giant bugs like the spiders in Australia. They kind of have a game like that. It's more survival than hunting, but they have grounded. Can hunt bugs in that one. Oh god, but no, you wouldn't want to hunt giant insects. Do you know how terrifying a giant insects would be to actually hunt and combat in real life? Like not even the super sci-fi stuff like Starship Troopers. I mean the simple stuff. Oh, damn it, there was a cougar here. I can't see him either way, so it's fine. But Peter Jackson's King Kong. Watch that scene in the clip where they're in the bug pit. It's just literally called the bug pit. And you'll see how terrifying it would be to try and fight insects that are human equivalent size. LeBron Goat, hello and welcome. If we get an Africa 2.0 map, what animals would we get? That's the big question, isn't it? There's so many animals there that they refuse to touch or haven't touched that so many hunts could be quite wondrous on. Let's see if I can see this guy. Oh shit, he may be in the plants. Bring out the 303. Oh, no, wait, there he is. Level 6. One shot, one kill. Who's that? There's another one. Damn, he ran away. Oh, no, wait, there he is. Lo and behold. No, too far. Don't use the fucking nitro. $50, $25. Yeah, it's a good hit. Ooh, that could be a diamond, folks. Diamond mountain lion. All right, so we got those two over there. I think that first shot was a heart shot. The second shot was probably a lung shot. We were at an angle, so we may have missed it. And there's a blind right there. Anyone else further beyond? I did shoot twice, so more than likely anything that would be in the area is long gone. So we'll go. Ah, damn it. There's a mule deer. God, I hate hunting mule deer. They're so skittish. Okay, wait. Do that. Play that. And just hope this foliage is enough. Set to 150. All right, we're going to wait here a hot minute and see if that mule deer takes the bait. Probably going to take a while. Super skittish deer. Ultimate hunting is scheduled for this year. That is Unreal 5 engine, and the African map is huge and has the stuff we want. Be interesting to check it out. It would be. It would be. Hello, dog. Just want to make sure he doesn't come out on either side of this thing. There we go. That's a good spot. All right, we'll give this a hot minute right here and see what happens. And I will say that is the other thing is, I think the reason why Hunter Call of the Wild is so popular is because for the longest time there was no hunting game on the market that was good. There you are. Oh, it's a fucking baby. All right. Unfortunately, because they're super skittish deer, I want to take him out right now. Nope. Drop to 75. Goodbye. And over there. Ah, of course. There's always a bigger one right behind the smaller one. But if he stops... What's the range on that? He's going into the 300. Come on, just turn to the side, just stop for a brief moment. No, the fucking thing is holding me back, god damn it. Ah, balls. Alright. I tried to take the shots, but that last second, it just kept on, like, stuttering right at the end. Alright, well, nonetheless, there's a potential diamond cougar down there that we'll need to collect. How many diamonds do I have? Good question. 19. That's all I've had. Have not seen a single gray one, never come across a great one, and I've come to the consensus that there are no great ones. It's all CGI or people photoshopping them in. AI is getting very good. It's a female cougar, we don't care. It's the wrong kind of female cougar, so we equally don't care. Literally no completion until Way of the Hunter came out. Yeah, basically. I think it meant competition. But yeah. 140.37 kg at 146.95 trophy rating. Silver stamp with 1,051 in cash. Left lung, liver, and stomach. Alright. Not bad, not bad. He's a very fuzzy deer. Great ones, super rare. I don't know if I even believe that. I just don't think they exist. Lies purported by the game company and their like little paid sponsors. Come on. There we go. Blinds up and about. Oh, elk. Well, this is just females though. That's fine. Let's go get our cougars. Don't have to explain it to me. When I got my new phone, the autocorrect thing is so annoying. Kept on trying to misspell my words. Instead of fucking, it said ducking. I do not want to duck my enemies. Let me be very clear about that. No ducking of the enemies. There is only fucking. But yeah, no, totally agree with you, Dustin. There was no competition for Hunter Call of the Wild at all until Way of the Hunter came out. And unfortunately, it just was not as good as Call of the Wild. Yet, I haven't played it, so to be fair to the game, I have not played it. I cannot cast judgment upon it. But just from what what I saw in the beginning, it did not have enough animals. It only had the one reserve, and there are quite a few bugs. And it's something about like animal management that you had to be worried about. So you also had to take care of the animals, which in a hunting game, the only care I really have is all like, how good do you look like in my taxidermy lodge? Dog, hunt. Alright, where are you taking me? Yeah, that's some good lung blood right there. Alright, if I remember correctly, this is the potential diamond. It's the level 9 legendary cougar. Look at them blue eyes. Ah, balls. Ah! He was so close! He was so close! He's a 38.99! We needed a 39! No! Oh, no. False diamond. The epitome of a false diamond. Oh, damn it. I'm still gonna take a fucking picture of you, bastard. Balls. Alright. However, level 9, I mean, obviously, potential diamonds. 97.88 kg at a 38.99. We needed 39 trophy rating for a diamond, but we got a gold stamp with 1,644 in cash. Balls. All right. Well, the other one was much smaller, so he's definitely not a diamond. Maybe we're lucky it's another gold. Come on, dog. He's somewhere over here, if I remember right. He didn't get too far away from the other one. And I believe we got the mule deer up there, so we just need this guy over here. Should be close enough. Dog, hunt. Hunt him up. Come on, you got it. You got it. Nothing. Too far? Let's see. So we were up right there. He was somewhere over here, maybe? Dog. Check. This is why I keep you around. Nothing. Okay, maybe closer. Oh, hey Blitz. Welcome. Guess gold will have to do. Yeah, unfortunately, no choice. You should try it. They have updated a lot. Herdsman is easy. You gotta let young bucks grow to mature status to get a top scoring rack. The vehicles have different radio stations you can jam to. Your dog looks bored. My dog looks like he has seen the abyss of hell and has come back, all so that he can get the nice scratchies. Hunt him up. Hunt him up. He's got him. Oh, shit. I see him. Nah, let him have the victory. The dog deserves it. My worst fear is that I'm going to play this game and I'm going to encounter the bear from Prophecy. That bear's a fucking menace. Probably one of the few animal attack flicks that I watched as a kid that honestly did scare me. Oh, that's actually a really cool pose. Look at that. Tail curled around the leg. It's all like, excuse me. 78.55 kg at a 36.49 trophy rating. Gold stamp. What do we need for gold? Just a 36? Okay, that's not bad. 1,491 in cash. Not bad, not bad. All right, so we got our mule deer. We got our 2 cougars. And we are going higher. Oh, I do see it. Spray me, yes. Spray the scent off me. Well, it's good that they updated it. I'll take a look at it again. Maybe if during the Steam summer sale next month it's on sale, I may get it or not. That's a bush. But at the same time, I still have so many reserves on this map that I need to fully explore and fully hunt, and I would like to get a gray one. But we'll see, because I've been through a number of them already, and I, again, still have not encountered any of them. Whoa. Something. Ah, it's a female Roosevelt. Get out of here. I remember one of my Spanish classes, the teacher showed a Komodo dragon eating a sheep just cuz. That seems weird for a Spanish class to show. Like, maybe if you were having a Thai class, I can understand that. But it's all like, okay, kids, we're going to teach you how to speak Thai. We're going to learn the word danger, run. Let me show you a Komodo dragon eating a sheep. Ah! Shit like that. Also, Komodo, the movie, very good. Good monster flick. The other cool feature is everything in game is licensed in the same ammo I use for the 30-06 spray me law. I use scent cover all the time. Yep. I mean, you almost have to use scent cover because it's the one thing that will, no matter what, almost always give you away, depending on the wind direction. Let me guess, the female Roosevelt? Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the other thing as well. That seems really ridiculous to me. Is like, I'm not grinding other high levels to potentially spawn a great one. Like, if there is a way for it to say, like on the radio, like one of the wardens or game watchers will just say, "Hey, partner, I just heard on the news a big one's moved in the area," or something like that, to at least tell you at the very least the great one is there, instead of you randomly guessing and going on a genocidal murder spree of whatever species you're trying to get for the great one. Another good creature flick is Komodo versus Dragon, and it involves the waterfall. And if you've seen it, you know what I mean. But yeah, no, that was a pretty good. It's a good B movie one. The premise is completely stupid. Don't get me wrong. Like, the storyline, the premise, all that is stupid. But as far as B monster movies go, it's not that bad. I got really confused when the Komodo dragons had zombification saliva in it. So it's all like, it seems a little weird. But then the waterfall scene, it's like, perfection. I spooked a diamond elk because I forgot to spray. Oh no. God, that's so awful. Yeah, no, I've had hunts like that where it's all like I've accidentally startled the animal, and I was like, no, 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 no! I need to kill you! Don't run away from me! It's like one of those dramatic anime moments. Wait, Moose Senpai! Wait! I just want to talk to you! But it's also kind of those ones that make the great hunts, if you get what I mean. Like, you startled the animal, it's like, oh fuck, it interrupted whatever I was originally doing. And so it's like, okay, fuck. Turkey. No, bring up the Zarza. Unfortunately, that turkey could have easily just flown off in the other direction. But turkeys usually give a lot of warning calls. Oh, no, that's a roar. Is that? No, that's a bush under there. Oh, well, it's a female elk. I don't really care. Keep going. Hey, I gotta go. See you later. Alrighty, Mate. Take care. Thanks for dropping by, and thanks for the follow and kick. Come on, dog. It's fine. Nah, that turkey flew away. Oh, well. Yes, I know. You don't want me here. I understand. I need to keep on walking. I don't belong in this neighborhood, huh? Is that what you say? That's right. I see you looking at me. excuse me. I don't know what it is with like the female deer species. They're so stupid sometimes. I would still say the roe deer species is probably still the stupidest animal in this game. Because I remember in Medved, I tracked this one roe deer for like a good 500 meters, and I was like less than 10 behind it, just following it. And every now and then it would just stop and do like the little head tilt with the ear raised, trying to listen in, and I just stopped as well. Kept following until eventually, finally, the roe deer had to turn because of like a collision against a rock or a tree or something that was just in the way. And then it did like a whole deer in headlights moment because it saw me, did the call, and then charged into me and ran away. Needless to say, I hunted it down and blasted it with a Nitro Express bullet. How dare the cheese puff of the video game harm me? That elk said, "Son, you in the wrong neighborhood." Nah. He was even worse. He's like, "Hey boy, don't you come walking around here anymore. You're ignorant, lady. Ignorant, I say." Also, what is that? Is that like a cloud shadow or something just there? It's moving. It probably is a cloud shadow that's just poorly rendered. Like I said, rendering distances are the issue. And also, if you actually look from here and see the distance, you can kind of see the lines of the pattern for the landscaping design that they did when they designed the game. Obviously, when you're close, you don't see it, but from a distance, you can see it. I would say this is probably one of the other reasons I really like exploring the maps, because the environments that you're in, like you go any which direction of them, can shift so dramatically. What the hell is this?
Nice to sit down and have a bite to eat. I've spent days rationing food, but it's definitely not something I'd advise you to do if you can avoid it. Out in the backcountry, you have to make sure you can fit enough into your backpack to keep you fed for the duration of your trip.
Well, not only that, but you also have to watch out that you don't bring anything too much, because something's going to come around. It's like, hello, lunch meal. I do know this area is pretty good for elk hunting. I would say that as well. The call of an elk male during their heat moments, totally terrifying when you don't know what it is. It's still a little eerie even when you do know what it is. But when you're a kid and you first hear that sound, that's fucking terrifying, because that does not sound like what a deer would sound like. And I blame Disney for brainwashing me to think of what a deer would sound like. Which, for the most part, was nothing. Because deer are a relatively quiet animal when you compare them to other animals. Alrighty. Looks like we're going over there. Probably a blind. Anyone else out here? Of course, watch it be the one time that there are no more elk out here. Every now and then, there's usually like a big herd that hangs out right by the water and kind of traverses up through here. Ah, more importantly though, look at this view. The weirdest thing to me is that there are views like this out here in the States, but people just don't know about them because people don't travel in the States. I'm trying to convince everyone from the family that we should probably go to all the national parks, or at least attempt to, because obviously probably not all of them. As far as I'm aware, there are 59, or at the very least, that's what I saw in a show that was like highlighting them. Like the few national parks that they do go to are the stereotypical ones. Yellowstone. Well, no, I was going to say the others, but then I remembered all those others were like just parts of Yellowstone. So mainly Yellowstone. I'm not seeing anyone or anything, so we'll go ahead and risk some running. But again, like I said, the issue is like just poor rendering distances, so there might be animals in here, we just literally cannot see them. Turkey, opposite direction, 170 to 230 meters away. Yeah, no, he's pretty far away. I want to say they said the rendering issues are due to the engine. Okay, I can see that. And look, it's not like a kill the game kind of issue. It's just when there are certain requirements that are asking you to do this, or when you're trying to scout an area, you literally sometimes just can't see it because there's no render. Bush. Oh, it's hot. Van, turn back this way. And yep. Damn it. Okay, well, now we'll go back to walking because now we're seeing all the animals. Level 2, level 2. Holy shit, there's a massive difference between that 83 140. That's female. But that level 2 is 132 to 193. Holy hell. Maybe if he just turns a little bit to the right. Nah, he's not going to do that. He's nervous. Unfortunately, with the mountain lion being scared off in that direction, that's going to make them more nervous. Pictured Rocks National Park in my state is a must. It's very highly rated. Ooh, interesting. More females. More females. Yeah, it's okay, dog. It's just females. Oh, there's the female mule deer herd. Okay, so yeah, no, they're in full-on moving. Oh, hello, he's coming back. He's fleeing, though. Oh, shit, there's a level 3 back there. Hold on. Anyone else? Nope, just you. What? No, he's wounded. Probably the distance. Oh! Ow! Bastard. Holy shit, are there a lot of mule deer out here. But forget that. Where's that level 4? There he is. Alright, we gotta hunt, people. Because that level 4, if I'm not mistaken, could be a potential diamond mule deer. I haven't hunted enough mule deer to say for sure, but usually for deer species, it's like 4 to 5s. Those can be potential diamonds. Oh, the other thing is, it's all like there are parks and biomes within the U.S. that I didn't even know we had. Like, for example, I knew we had salt flats. I knew we have deserts. We have savannas. We have cloud forests and all that. What I didn't know that we didn't have was like full-on sand dunes. Like there's an entire national park of actual it's called Giant Sand Dunes National Park. Go figure. Not very creative with their names, but makes sense because what else do you call it? And it's the craziest thing ever. You have green grass at the bottom. You have like 5 to 6 story high sand dunes, and then you have a giant ass mountain range in the background encapsulating the sand dunes. So you have these massive sand dunes that are trapped within this like crater or valley. I can't really say for sure, but they're trapped in here, and they're just these constantly shifting dunes that can't get out. But because of that, and the wind is just so violent in there, it moves them around. So you have a national park with its dunes just moving around basically in random patterns wherever the wind blows. Now, granted, in uh, sand dune moving time frame. Into the jungle we go. Nope, he's fleeing. Unfortunately, Cougar, you're not who I'm after. I mean, unless you happen to be another legendary. And if you do turn out to be a diamond this time, then we can talk. But for now. Also, I discovered that rest zone 12 to 15. It's close enough. They may have wandered away. Let's keep going. Sleeping Bear Dunes here in Michigan, also a must-see here. Yes, we have a city buried in the sand. Yeah. That would be like the closest thing I can think of to lost cities would be the Pueblo Nation city down south. You have this entire city that's carved into a mountainside, and it's one of the very few traces of ancient civilizations here on North America. And I don't mean like TP tribal shit or nomadic tribal shit. I mean full blown civilization, houses and everything. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I have to be over here to possibly scare off the male. Ah! Ah! Go back. Go back into the area that I'm trying to hunt you in. Please tell me the male did not just sneak past me. Fuck, if he did, I'm gonna lose him. Oh, black bear. Yeah, see, like, this triangulation bullshit within these hills is so annoying. Alright. Take a moment, try and see. I got a feeling that mule deer just kind of slipped by us right now. Oh. Hello. 35, 37. Okay, not a diamond. Still big. Hi. Oh my god, you look so mortified. Shake. Good boy. Alright, come on, we got work to do. Oh, I swear this mule deer ran away. There's the female. Oh, hello. Oh, no, wait. Level 3, Rocky Mountain. Yeah, no, that's not too big then. It's impressive. Oh. He's still pretty far away. And with that, is he coming this way? Did he go down? No, he's still up. He must have doubled back. Oh, turkey. A lot of turkeys. Female, female, female. No males. Huh. Usually there's like one. Oh, there he is. What? Oh god, I hope I didn't overshoot him. Female. Drop, drop, drop. That's what I thought. It's always hilarious when you shoot a turkey and it's flying around and just kind of kamikaze dives right into the ground nearby. Just have a whole forest of turkeys falling from the skies. 4.28 kg at a 3.37 trophy rating with a silver stamp and 866 in cash. Alright, but with all those shots, definitely everything is gone from the area. Spoke too soon. Stop running. It's not the same without them being super aggressive like the tigers or the lions. 10.15 kg at a 4 point. Are you shitting me? Again? Granted, this one is 0.02, but again? Ah. That's a potential diamond. Sounds like he's coming from over here. I don't see him. But the more I go this way, the louder he's getting. Don't spring out of the bush and kill me. Where is he? Nothing. Now the call stopped as well. Oh well. I want turkey dinner now. Can't say I'm too big of a fan of turkey. I will eat it. And it's a good meat, don't get me wrong, but it's always so bland. You have to season the hell out of it to get any taste. Anyway, 10.15 kg at 4.60 trophy rating. A gold stamp with 1,223 in cash. Another false diamond. But I'll take it. Alright. By the looks of it, that elk we shot still isn't dead. Alright, let's go be stupid and see where this thing is. Is he like stuck in the water or something? Now the call stopped. Alright, well, here, this will set it easy. Dog, hunt. Oh, he's got something. $25.50, this thing dropped. Another black bear resting zone. Wow, there's a lot of those. Is that a rock or a mountain goat? Great fucking warning, dog. Oh, Jesus, now we got bears. I am not ready for a moment of having the edge. I don't have Anthony Hopkins with me. Where are we going, dog? You're leading me into more and more dangerous territory. Oh, no, wait. He's tracking prey. This thing's still alive. Back off. It's a campsite right there. Oh! Oh, he's a level 3. 189 to 250. hell? God damn. No idea where she is. But I can take you. 50, 75, 25, 0, down. Interesting death pose, but okay. All right, dog. Let's go be stupid. Yeah, reload this now. Swear to God, if this thing could just comes charging out of the woods at me. Now it can't be seen. Watch it be that I was scared away by my one gunshot. Oh, hello. You're moving. Hey, look, there it is. Yeah. Fuck you, bear. All right, well, we don't got to worry about him, but there's the cougar. 25, 0, down. See, the good thing is with the 303, if you're close enough, the bullet has enough penetration to just go right through any of the scapula, humerus, or any of those annoying little arm bones of the animals up in the front. That, he's growling. Oh, I see it. Damn. That bear's still nearby. When did this turn into a Cabela game? Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh, look at the pretty sun. Gone forever. 49.52 kg at a 32.69. Nice. Trophy rating with a silver stamp and 1,262 in cash. Take it. Now, did I hit that other one? Oh, yeah, no, I got a good hit on him. Oh, shit. Oh, wow, mid-jump, too. Ah, not enough, though. All right, 86.57 kg at a 37.65 trophy rating with a gold stamp and 1,554 in cash. Not bad. Not bad at all. Take it. All right. Last but not least, my mule deer. Oh! No, no, no. That's my big one. That's my big one. Shit. Come on. Where are you? Where are you? $50. 25. 0. Okay, he's going down. He's going down. We got the big one. Wait, wasn't there a female who charged me and paid the price for it? Have at thee, dear! I've been in that situation where I've just been in a stampede, and then to save my life, I just had to shoot as quickly as I can. I lost the never mind, I found the female. It's okay, dog. I got it. It's all me. It's all me. I got it. 89.74 kg. No trophy rating. No stamp. But 888 in cash. Thank you kindly. All right. The hour is upon us, folks. It is about time to say farewell. So we'll collect these last two animals, and then we'll head on off. And again, this is just temperature times because, like, I swear to God, this computer adds an extra 20 degrees in here. And with the thing going, with the temperature going into the 90s, I don't want to play in a room that's over 110 degrees. I'm pretty sure I'm exaggerating, but the butt sweat definitely says otherwise. Dog, Find my mule deer. I know there's one over here. Line him up. Whoa, no need to fly, dog. Oh. Somewhere nearby. There he is. Good on you, boy. Silver. Alrighty. 164.73 kg at a 214.36 trophy rating. A silver stamp with 1,129 in cash. Alrighty. I'll take it. So, if that's the case, what is that? Oh, it's a dead mule deer. Nice. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just stay on the edge of the water and just keep on running by. That wasn't the dog that just ran by that bush. Man, I gotta say, it's a good thing that there are like no large northern aquatic predators. You go south, you get alligators and the occasional crocodile and a whole bunch of other slew of miscreant animals by the water. But northern Pacific, you don't really have that many, and the few that are here, most of them don't target humans. Not saying that there aren't any that target humans, but most of them don't. The few that do, however, are horrifying, disgusting monsters. Ever heard of a lamprey? Those things are out here. Not in California specifically, but further north, in the colder waters. Oh, no! Alright, well, he wasn't a diamond. That was the most important part. I thought he was a diamond, which is why I was so hell-bent on him. I feel my shot was a little bit earlier than that. Oh, well. 178.65 kg at 258.36 trophy rating with a silver stamp due to an unfortunate non-vital organ hit. We hit his intestines, lower lumbar vertebrae, and the stomach. 892 in cash. Alrighty. Well, folks, the hour is upon us. It is time to say farewell. Thank you all so much for joining me. This has been Hunter Call of the Wild, and I wish I could say it's been a perfect hunt, but unfortunately, the false diamonds, the double false diamonds, lied to us, stole from us. We shall continue hunting them as we continue exploring the rest of Silver Ridge. We did not make it to the plains. We made it to a plateau, but not the plains. Different P. So next time, once again, just kind of moseying on our down, and then eventually heading up the plains, because I want to use my nitro. So until then, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you have a good morning, good night, wherever you may be. Hope you're keeping safe. Hope you're keeping warm or cold, whichever it is you prefer. You all know what I prefer. Say it with me. Cold. Why? Because it's hot. It's hot and my butt sweats. I don't like it when my butt sweats. No one does. What is that? Level 3. Level 3. Level 1. Level 3. Okay, no, I know the bighorns can get bigger than that. Alright, no diamond. Nothing to stick around for. And go to that. Alrighty then. Thank you all so much for joining me. Extra shoutouts, of course, to Seruf, Dusted Taint, and of course Mate for the follows. Even though Mate is already following us, he followed us through Kick. Means a lot, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Who messaged me on Discord? Oh no, that's just an announcement. I hope to see you all tomorrow, where we go into War Tales and then Stardew Valley. So until then, guys. Oh yeah, just a reminder. I got 2 other people coming in. I have the the solo or the pool people coming tomorrow? I got the pool guys coming in tomorrow, so they may arrive like right around the final bit, hopefully, and they don't change it again. But we'll see. Until then, guys, take care. Thank you so much for dropping on by and sharing the love of the game. Shout outs, of course, to Dusted Taint, Mate, Blitz, LeBron Goat, If I don't call your name, it's probably because the chat erased you over time. And Jay, even though you were a spammer, welcome. And of course, Jason Kill 17. Thank you all so much for dropping by. I will see you all later. Take care. If you can't find me on the stream, you can find me on the Discord. Bye bye. Oh, wait. Raid. Is anyone doing good right now?